Hey guys, it's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. We're doing Gemini monthly horoscope readings for March 2019, and this is applying to Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you have a lot of Gemini heavily in your natal chart. If you don't know what your natal chart is, then I recommend you go to cafeastrology.com and plug in the information that's required there. It's the time, place, and date of your birth, and it'll give you a customized natal chart that is specific to the alignment of the constellations at the precise time that you were born. So that'll give you like a map or a blueprint of the energy that affected your life, or that you embody in your life, basically. Yeah. I'm not affiliated with them. That's where I went to do my natal chart, and it's free, so I'm recommending it to you guys. All right, so I channeled some information before I pull any cards. So these were things that came through for the Gemini collective at this time and going forward. And I initially felt, I've never felt like this before. I felt in my mind's eye like I was old. I was wizened. I was like this old lady, but I didn't feel old in my body. I felt really good. It was just like I could almost like see my own face, and it was all wrinkly and old, and I had white hair. So I interpret this symbolically as grandparent energy. So what do I relate that to? I relate that to wisdom, experience, generations, cycles of life and death, knowledge, and the ancestors. And then they showed me, basically, in my mind's eye, they showed me a boy, or like an individual, going from the point of conception, growing up, aging, through like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then he started to age, there's a point to where you're growing, and then there's a point to where you start to wind down. So you're not growing anymore, you're deteriorating. And I wish I could draw it like, it was like this. It was like a timeline. So this would be birth, and this would be death. Growth would be here, and aging here. So from here, it was the inhale, and from here, it was the exhale. So they showed it to me like this, and it was this expansion and contraction of the inhale and the exhale of life. Expansion, contraction, expansion, contraction. And it was just a cycle. So there was only ever transformation. There's no actual death. It was just bigger, smaller, bigger, smaller. And this is the same for consciousness. And this is the same for the universe itself. So, the Big Bang, it goes out and then it contracts down to a singularity and then goes back out. So this, expansion and contraction, I wrote infinity, life, cycles, and balance between the in and the out. So that was pretty interesting. I've never had that before, and it was very clear. So let's pull the cards and see what guidance we have for you in the month of March. If you guys would like to book a personal reading with me, all of the information is in the description box below. Pricing and options, and or Reiki Healing Sessions. I am a registered Reiki Master Practitioner, so I can assist you with clearing blockages, relieving stress, activations, anything that you need on your spiritual journey or physical journey. It's all, part and parcel. Okay, so Gemini, current self this month. Whoa, that really shot out there. So the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The theme of the month. Is the 9 of Swords. Key goal. Eight of Wands. In one of my last videos, I accidentally kept calling this the Seven of Wands. It's the Eight of Wands, but I interpreted it the right way. It was just the number. Dang, Roman numerals and Mercury retrograde got me tripping. So, obstacle to overcome. Judgment. Major accomplishment. It's the Six of Cups. What to avoid? Oh. Seven of Swords. Hold on, I'm just going to move all these up because I'm running out of room. What to embrace? We got two, the Lovers and the Eight of Cups. Where to find support? Five of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. And advice and encouragement. Jeez. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay. So, oh, and they are showing me the sun on the bottom of the deck, so I'll keep that. I'll keep that here. Okay, so first of all, I'm seeing a lot of very similar cards in a lot of the readings. So it seems to be, and I'm shuffling the decks like a lot. So this is collective energy that's really hitting us right now, and it's affecting everybody. So we're all kind of going through similar cycles. There's differences depending on each individual and the sign, but I think for the most part, we're very much mirroring each other because we're all one. So your current self right now, Gemini, is coming up as the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So this is about being impatient, not wanting to wait, and maybe possibly being a little bit frustrated by a lack of harvestable abundance in your life. So it's as if, I'll show you in the card here, you've planted the seeds, you've tended the garden, you're waiting for it to grow and bear fruit. And in this one, he's waiting patiently. So like this, it's impatient, and possibly that your fruit was never there. That whatever it was that you were investing in didn't really come to fruition in the way that you thought that it was going to. So the current self, the theme of the month is Nine of Swords, which would reflect on why the current self is feeling like that, or this is a direct reflection of what's going on in the current self, is that anxiety and that fear, overthinking in the sense that it's not going to come to you, and it's a lack mentality, and it's a fear of not having enough and not being enough, and what did I do wrong, and how could I have done things better, why didn't they work out the way that I thought that they would, or the way that I hoped that they would, that kind of thing. So the key goal this month is going to be setting your intentions and having them be very clear as to what you want before you send them out. And then things are going to happen really quickly. So the key goal is to move with that energy as things do start to shift. So you will start to see some kind of a change. And it's going to happen. And it could be messages coming to you. It could be communication coming to you. It could be air travel that's required. The obstacle to overcome, we have Judgment in reverse. So in the card here, you can see it's as if they were dead and they're being reborn at the call of the angel. So it's this awakening. And I keep seeing this cross everywhere. The red cross. I keep seeing a red cross everywhere. So if anybody can tell me what that means. I know I see it on the side of like emergency vehicles and stuff like that. So I'm not sure if they're trying to tell me that there's some kind of like an emergency or what, but I keep seeing the red cross and I don't know what this flag is. I'll look it up after the video. But so this coming up in reverse is speaking to me of the obstacle being the death process. So something has withered and died. And that's difficult because in this physical life that we live here, we're limited by our perception in space and time and matter. So when something seems to die, air quotes, it ceases to exist for us. But that's not the case in the grand scheme of things, in the bigger picture, from a higher dimensional perspective. That's not the case. But it's still difficult for us to deal with because to us, we can't see it, we can't touch it, therefore it's not there. So this is the obstacle to overcome right now. Some kind of a death, and that doesn't have to be physical death. It can be a very definite ending of something. But we'll keep going. The major accomplishment. Major accomplishment is the Six of Cups. So this is offering love and joy and beauty from a place of innocence. Imagine back in your childhood when you had no inhibitions and you just had pure joy to share with everyone around you, and that was just normal. That was normal to you. Try and get back to that state of being. That is the major accomplishment this month. Getting back to that state of innocence and purity. Because this fear and this lack and the hurt that comes with dealing with the physical reality from a limited perspective can influence you to become jaded. And what that does is it restricts your energy, it limits the flow, it inhibits growth, and so it contributes to the death process. So what's really important for you guys is to reconnect to your past, reconnect to that version of you that is pure. Yeah. What to avoid? Seven of Swords. Avoid self-deception. Avoid people who would deceive you or who are fake. Avoid feeling like you need to take to get what you need. Because you don't. You have everything you need within you and you can create it from nothing. You don't have to steal, you don't have to lie, and you don't have to put up with people who do that in your life. You can wish them well and walk away. Send them love and walk away. Protect your energy, protect your field. That's important. What to embrace? We have the Lovers and the Eight of Cups. So this is starting to look like a breakup. Because the Lovers is a choice, and it's a relationship choice. And the Eight of Cups is walking away. As you can see, he has the cups here, but he's found them wanting and unfulfilling. Thus, he goes off on a journey to seek fulfillment, true fulfillment. And that's the choice that was made. So, this being what to embrace, it's saying embrace the change, embrace the death process. Where to find support? 5 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups. So 5 of Pentacles being in the support position would speak of not feeling put out, not feeling like you don't have enough, or feeling like you're being left behind. Because as you can see, they're on the outside and they're cold, but these beautiful stained glass windows almost look like a church. What they don't realize is that God isn't in the church. God is in you. No matter where you are, what position you're in, you are God. Therefore, he, she, it can't leave you. You can't be left out in the cold because you have it within you. It is you. God is living as you. That's that inner fulfillment and that ability to manifest. That's where it comes from. It's because you're a creator. So, they say the law of attraction. Yeah, it is a law of attraction, but it operates based on the principle that you are a creator God. And you have the ability to manifest anything that you want, anything that you can imagine, you can create. It does take focus, though. There needs to be discipline. There needs to be positive thinking patterns. There needs to be positive programming. There needs to be positive thinking is like number one, but not just being happy all the time. Like this guy, plump and content with all his cups. He's happy, he's fulfilled. It's not just about being happy all the time, but it's about seeing the good in everything. And when the bad does come up, it's seeing the good in that too. That shifts your thinking and that shifts your reality. That's where to find support. The support is you. It's in you. Advice and encouragement is the 10 of Wands, 10 of Wands in reverse. So put down the burden that you've been carrying. You've been lugging it around and it's not necessary. It's time to put that down. Whatever that burden was for you, you'll know. Ask yourself, what is it that's holding you back or weighing you down or keeping you limited? And how can you let it go? No matter what it is, put it down. You can thank it for what it was trying to do or the purpose that it served in your life. Even if it was a negative or seemingly bad purpose, you can thank it. Find the good in it and then put it down and move on. Because you have this healing here as the overall energy. You have the Sun card, which again stems back to innocence and purity, birth, having that childlike energy, healing and enlightenment, seeing things from a very clear perspective, and again, seeing everything good and bad, everything under the sun, in a light perspective, from the perspective of light. And this is what facilitates growth and abundance, and positive movement forward. Purity represented by white and the nakedness. Innocence represented by the child. Light represented by the sun. Growth represented by the sunflowers. It's handy to think about everything in life in a symbolic way because that is how it works. Our brains operate on a symbolic programming. We function through archetypes, through stereotypes, we like to compartmentalize all of these things, but everything has meaning. And the higher your awareness, the deeper the meaning goes. Again, it's that up and down, left and right. It's the inhale and the exhale. Well, I did it backwards, but you know what I mean. So it's taking the wisdom that you've accrued over the course of your life and using it now from a place of positivity and purity. rather than allowing yourself to wither into jadedness, fear, and lack, because that clearly isn't working. It's aging you. It's draining you. Your life force energy is what keeps you young. That's how, you look at one older person and they seem to have this amazing, exuberant spirit. They find joy in everything. They love everything. They're just bright to be around. They have all this energy, and though they're old, they don't seem old. You know what I mean? They still have that youngness within them. On the other hand, you have an old person, probably of the exact same age, who has grown cynical and jaded and grumpy and unhappy over the course of all of this stuff building up on them and weighing them down and burdening them down, and it's causing them to age even faster. They probably even look older than the other example that I'm giving here. And they just give off that old, decrepit vibe. They probably have issues with their health because of it's the negative energy that's swirling around them and burdening them down. But where does this energy come from? From yourself, from your mind, your consciousness. Whatever you think, you literally attract to you, and it orbits around you. So if there's people in your life that are causing this kind of disharmony through untruths, deception, lies, stealing, any lower vibrational functioning, it's time to end that, first and foremost. And if not, and it's within you, it's time for you to recognize that. And it's not a judgment. It's not a judgment. Judgment in reverse. And don't judge yourself either. Be open and honest with yourself. Love yourself. If you see yourself not performing as optimally as you could, look at the reasons why and see what you can change. Set goals and achieve those goals, but you have to have the awareness first. You have to be willing to look at the problem to be able to solve the problem. And it's not a problem, it's an opportunity for growth. It's an opportunity for evolution to occur. Obstacles make you stronger. Obstacles make you more capable of dealing with things. And it's like a video game. Level 1 is going to seem really, really hard. But you get better. Each level gets harder, but you get better. And then you go back to level 1 and you're a master and you're like, oh, this is so easy. This is boring. Why would I want to do that? I want a challenge. I want something more difficult. And so you choose that. You are the player of the video game. The video game is life. This is a video game. It's a simulation. You're creating that simulation. You're also co-creating that simulation with everyone on the planet. There's a collective human consciousness, and we're all creating simultaneously this video game, this hologram that we're living within. So we need to work together to get back to a place of purity, non-judgment, unconditional love, offering open-heartedly everything that we have to offer. And you have, trust me, you have more than enough, because you are everything. So let's get one crystal oracle card for you guys. Crystal oracle card for Gemini March. Ooh. Ooh, lovely. We haven't had this one come out yet for anybody, so congratulations, Gemini. You got Nirvana quartz. It's extremely, extremely powerful crystal. I'll read you the description here. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up. Focus on the energy of this crystal. There's no limits of time and space. So just because I'm holding it up in a computer far away from where you probably are, it doesn't matter. Energy is quantum, and it exists in all states across all time. So just tune into this consciously with intention, and there you go. Enlightenment. Nirvana quartz symbolizes enlightenment. Nirvana quartz assists in stepping off the karmic wheel, bringing light and bliss consciousness. For many lifetimes, you have been working with your karma. That has now passed. There is no need for restitution, nor punishment or guilt. Let those go so that you recognize your full potential, receiving a download of cosmic light that transforms your being. Step off the karmic round and allow the karma of grace to manifest. Open yourself to receive enlightenment. Recognize this as a new beginning and fresh energy. If you are experiencing traumatic times and soul challenges, relax and wait for resolution. Do not push against the river. Go with the flow. Karma is created in each moment by every thought and deed. Uplifting thoughts and positive actions ensure your future well-being. The soul path of this crystal is embodying enlightenment on earth, and its frequency is exceptionally high. It relates to the highest crown chakra. So that's interesting that it was talking about past lives. The Six of Cups can also be interpreted as a past life card. So past life karma, judgment, don't judge yourself based on your karma from the past. Again, here we have judgment. Deeds that were done, that accrued karma over time are now being released and healed. You're being able to make the decision to walk away from those things and find inner fulfillment in a way that you possibly weren't able to in the past. You're putting down those karmic burdens. There's no need to stress anymore because this is all coming to fruition now. So that's very positive. That's really good. Good work, guys. You've managed to transcend ancestral karma. You've managed to survive the exhale, and now you're getting ready for the inhale again. That doesn't mean that you're going to die. It's a proverbial death. It's a symbolic death. A death of the old you that held these karmic burdens and was heavied by them. Now you're free. The new you is free and light and capable of anything. All right, guys. Well, this was a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, but just take what messages resonate with you and leave the rest here. I always say that, and it always remains true. Use your intuition. Commune with your higher self. I'm giving you these messages from a place of love and non-judgment, and I hope that you receive them from a place of love and non-judgment as well. Again, if you'd like to book a personal session with me, either a reading to get deeper clarity into your personal situation, or a healing session to really clear out all of the energetic dross that is in your field, I can assist you with either of those. And it's my greatest honor to do so. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. We'll see you next month. Bye.